hell we didn't win? The Stampede wasn't strong enough. Woo, memes. The Stampede lost. And that's what like almost all of the non-firsts are in the logs. They're like forcing meme comps like Arthas or Stampede board. Demon ping composition. Try for the late construct pivot on Teron. Try to make all golden dragons. Oh, that was the game we played for science to see if we could get Illidan the snapshot immunity. Because they removed Illidan from Undead or from Dragon games. I wondered if the buddy would still do it. It did not. Pretty confident it wouldn't, but it was worth trying. What do we steal in this game? Looks like Teron buddy is pretty cool with Undead being in. That's a pretty good meme line. Everything else is basically just tempo. Teron. Teron's the read. Get Teron at the right time or Yogg at the right time and we can do crazy shit with it. Got demons in the game for Yogg and you got undead in the game for Teron. It's time for the perfect Teron board. Yuck. He may not even be able to win staying down. Definitely not if he's not leveling. There's just nothing I can do about it. Well, that sucks. Yogg staying on 1, followed up by and no spell in the shop. If I would have known he was just AFK, we could have beaten him. He has nothing in his hand and only 1 minion on the board. Wait a second. There was a way of doing it. Just assume he's AFK. I messed up, guys. We could have gotten it. Should have just assumed he was AFK. Can we report Maev to PETA? I feel like I would never report anybody at all to PETA. Go first. Goddamn. Nice. Alright. At least we get the tie. That could have been critically bad. Because we can't even force Buddy even if we do get the right line here. Alright, so we got a bad opponent anyway, so we don't care. PETA did nothing wrong. False. They've stretched that term ethical real far. real far. I feel like they might be overreaching slightly. You know? You know. PETA has no legal power. You're getting really caught up on definitions. This is an argument for the sake of argument, isn't it? Classic Twitch chat comment. I'm gonna argue for the sake of arguing. You do realize authority has multiple meanings, right? And the practical application doesn't have to meet the textbook definition of authority. It also can mean a position of power, which is exactly what it is. PETA is my favorite bread. True. True. That's why I said we were having this conversation. What was it? Today, early in the stream, or was it yesterday? That people lose their goddamn minds when words have multiple meanings because they want the conversation to be dictated in the way that is their definition of the word. Oh, it was yesterday with Chimera, with pronunciation of a word. That words can be pronounced differently in different dialects, and people lose their goddamn minds. Like, holy fuck, this isn't the way they pronounce this. Not in your backyard. Just another chip off the old spoon. Wasn't listening, but I completely disagree with whatever you said. Good take. Big take. I love the no homonym discussions. Yeah, it's always fun. I always chuckle. No good buddies this game. Where the good buddies gone, bub? I gotta play this game like like vanilla and shit. This is stupid and I want out. Cookie Buddy lets you steal twice. Yeah, you can push the button twice. Basically, you can just use the hero power, then get their board generated again, which can be good for creating triples, especially if they're like another board that has buddies. Good thing this thing doesn't have taunt. Early taunt, so toxic. So hot right now. Alright. Alright. Force Ellie's, bro. Or we do funny shit. Yogg. Alright. Hoggers. It's a Yoggers. Alright. Stats are stats. He's got to wait a turn. Ooh. Force Ellie's? Recycling Wraith. That's what we wanted last game. Damn. I really don't want to be doing this, but it's kind of hard not to. Doesn't make a ton of sense. Not unless we get Teron Buddy next turn. But if we get Teron Buddy next turn, maybe we bank that, actually. It's for Golden Teron Buddy? Yeah, I mean, like, it genuinely could be a consideration in that spot. Now, with a combination of potentially Cookie and Teron, we can just go instantly Golden Teron Buddy with Reborn. We just need the buy time to get to that point. Look at that scam. Look at us scamming. What's on your board? You got your buddy? You got... Give me Teron one time. Come on, Bob. Give me this guy. This is our win condition. Just find this hero. God, that's a disgusting statement to make, isn't it? Our win condition is we fight one specific hero in the game. I'm a little disgusted by that statement. Ew, gross. It's kind of sad, but it's pretty true. I'm so confused as to why you had a Chinvala buddy there for a second. Oh, it was the cat. 7 golden Yogg buddy moment. If only we had a line to do that. Like, that would have been my... kind of like the second memeiest line we could have done in this game. But the only way we got to that point was, okay, game. Are we scamming for days? Bob making it up to us after last game? The fuck is happening? Is that you got Cookie in the mid game. Seriously, though. We're just getting absolutely none of the good heroes this lobby. You gained this thing's stats. Great. Awesome. Anyway. We could go Golden Chinvala, buddy. I don't think Sathara makes a ton of sense in this game. I mean, it's good for tempo. No golden magma lock. It's the play. That's the actual play. We're just all set up for it. Give me Teron, please. All I need is just a simple Teron. One of these times, Bobby. You know you want to provide the memes. Please, sir. Oh my god, we got it. Alright, we just need next turn. What you doing? Did you just gain all those stats? No, this gained all those stats. What the fuck? Why is that animation point to the wrong unit? Alright, we just need Baron. And we're good to go. The memes are here. I mean, the memes are already here, to be fair. But it's big memes with Baron. Cute for stats. Not really that cute otherwise. Yes. Yes, we learned this one works. They changed that this patch. This works now. What works now? The way that Drakari works with Reborn with a minion that's being triggered off of Kel'Thuzad spawns the minion to the right. So when you can trigger it, and then trigger it again. They shifted the order of that operation for some reason. It used to be that the minion would spawn, and then the minion spawned like the death rattle to the right of it, so that the reborn thing didn't come back. He's got the body. Remember to leave enough space, though. True. That's why I didn't think it was going to work like that yesterday and through the game. We learned something. It better consistently work that way, otherwise I'm going to throw a fit, because I didn't think it was going to work that way, and it worked the opposite way. Now today we're going to do it the other way, and it's going to switch back on us. You got to leave some space for Jesus. You know how many times in my life I've been told that? Far too many times. Fuck off, Jesus. Provide me my reasonable amount of space. Well, that's cute and all, but I don't have a thing on the board yet. And I'm selling you. This doesn't really do anything. It does allow us to potentially get Golden Mummifier. Alright. Peace, 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 peace. Never Mummifier. Kel'Thuzad's not awful either. You don't do anything at the moment. Can worry about that next turn. Could drop you to force Reborn early. Might be worth it. Why the order swapped, where it's the Reborn thing comes back afterwards, instead of in front like it did last season? I have no idea. Kind of tough arguing sell the Divine Shield minion up front, though. As soon as you get Baron, you could do it in one turn. Feed me the Baron. One time. Somebody have a Baron on their board. The spaghetti got cooked. I think it was just wrong before. This makes more sense intuitively. With Reborns triggering after death rattles. It's just the Kel'Thuzad thing. For some reason, Kel'Thuzad was working the opposite way. Just fine, Baron. It's easy. Baron right now, Madge. I mean, seems pretty good. A lot of gold to spend, but you need the 2 open board spots anyway, so. You're basically saying, would you spend 4 gold to taunt this one up and add 4/4 to both of them? Any base stats that we can add onto the constructs compounds greatly. And at this point, we probably stick with 4 reborn constructs and just the hard roll down Baron, because we'll just use it on Mummifier next turn. Do you have a Baron? There's no Baron! Why is there never a Baron? Well, at least they're hitting right. May not be trading very well, but you're getting a lot of base stats. And whenever these things buff each other, they have a habit of leaving a giant unbeatable minion on the board. It's almost like Baron's really good in this position. He doesn't have Baron. Does anybody have Baron? It looks like nobody. Maybe this guy. Maybe he bought it exactly last turn. So they should just all be in the pool, is what I'm hearing. Dude, this could be hilarious if we had the... Hey, there's our boy. There's our dude. Anyway, it's Ogre, right? This lobby's done. It's cooked. Do you ever try to do something with Drakari? Hold Baron for a turn. I'd rather compound my stats. Personally. Doing Drakari trigger at the end of the turn is cool. But what are you gaining by keeping Drakari on the board and not playing Baron? Slightly higher baseline stats, but weaker combat. There's really no upside. Even if you triple Drakari, you don't use Drakari, if you're thinking you're getting out of it. I guess you could discover a 6, and maybe there's some world there. Well, we can AFK for the rest of the game. It's done. Maybe we find Golden Baron. You kind of have to just go for the biggest high roll, right? mean, at this point, it feels like you kind of have to just do the biggest high roll possible. Why not dupe the bigger minion? Oh, I probably just wasn't in that position at the time. We're doing that. Thing is, you kind of need the board space, right? Because whatever minion... You're going to play 6 minions practically every turn because you want Kel'Thuzad to trigger on the biggest one, whatever gets buffed. So you're not really gaining anything by playing toward an extra minion on that board and dropping Mummifier. Taunting Mummifier would be cool. But we don't have Taunt on that board, and the next turn you just drop the Mummifier. Simple enough. It's a few stats at this point in the game. All right, Reptar. Let's see what you got. Ooh, double Baron. Maybe there's another Baron waiting for us here soon. Be cute a minute ago. One time, Bobby. One time for me. Yay! All right, good luck, Cookie. You're gonna need it. Of course, of course, of course. I mean, it's kind of an of course game. Of course. Cookies cooked. This is what you get for not giving us your buddy in the middle of the game. So we could just do crazy stuff and steal the entire comp immediately. Cookies cooked. When the starting stats on the constructs are in hundreds, it's a problem. Because they're going to compound on this board. As long as you can't get Baron off, it's wish it was stronger so we could have seen how big this gets. Is this in the hundreds of thousands of stats? This is ballpark hundreds of thousands. This is New Age Leapers. This is way bigger than Leapers ever got. Because as the board starts to trim down, especially if we could kill this thing off, and this thing's stealth, if it was capable of killing the minions, you're going to go from thousands to 10,000 within 2 death rattles into 100,000 within 2 death rattles. That's ballpark 100,000 stats. Well, I don't think Cookie got there. Anyway, Tessa's silly. And obviously we're kind of trolling at the moment.